Welcome to another daily vlog, and let's get at it. So guys, good news. I have great news. Last night I edited, I hit upload, and it was great, and I was so excited. I went to bed at like very late, I think like 3:30, and so yeah, I have some very exciting news. Dun da da. Look at that. Uploading 51%. It may be taking a long time, but it's getting up. We're literally halfway there, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So it might not be up by 3 because I don't know because it's taken 50% this long, so I don't know. But we'll get it up. We'll get it up. It's gonna be okay. And I have more good news for you guys. I went out to the car this morning because I'm like, I'm gonna give it one more check for my wallet. Look what I found it. I found my wallet. But bad news. My debit card's not in there. So no one stole my debit card because no one has used my debit card since the last time I checked my purchases, and the last one I made, I actually made. So sometime between rehearsal on Monday and today, I've misplaced my debit card. So if I can't find it before I go pick up my mom, I might just have to go get a new one, which kind of sucks. But yeah, that's what I'm doing today. Going to pick up my mom. Today I'm going to go to Chapters and Best Buy and a couple other places. Do some stuff, Also, guys, we're going to Kudo because I don't know if you guys know, but the iPhone that I have, it was my old phone with Virgin. This is my new phone. Yeah. Had it for a month. Does not work. Yep. And there's nothing wrong with the phone. 1 month and it's complete. And it's on because I keep getting notifications and like the notification sounds are on and I can call the phone and you'll hear it. But the screen just doesn't respond. So I took it to Kudo a couple weeks ago and they were like, nothing we can do. Here's some sketchy repair guy in the next plaza over that we will refer you to. I'm like, yeah, no. But I read my contract like a smart person would, and I figured out their policy. And I don't know if you can read that. What does that say? All Kudo phones come with a 1-year manufacturer warranty. It has been 1 month and they are not honoring that warranty. So I'm going to take this back, show it to them, and be like, well, you got to cover it because you gave me a year, not a month. So then hopefully I can finally get this phone fixed because it's a really nice phone. I really love the phone. It works really well. Has an amazing battery, great camera, lots of storage. But yeah, it just kind of, so hopefully we can get that fixed. And yeah. So that's what today is. I'm going to keep looking for my debit card. Hopefully I can find it. If I can't, then I'll just have to get a new one. And I will give you guys an update in a bit. Catch you in a bit, guys. Alright guys, so a little update for you. So I went to the car to go look again for my debit card and actually cleaned out a lot of stuff out of the car. There's this charger that I was considering returning because I thought it was a lightning charger, but it's not, so I might return it. I'm not sure. And 2 plays that I did monologues from. I did this monologue workshop with Stephen Gallagher, the amazing Stephen Gallagher. And yeah, so I had these in my car. Didn't bring them out. They're kind of cold. And I had to move the seats around a lot, like the car was like in shambles, but I found, my debit card. So we're safe. So I have a debit card now, and I don't have to worry. I'm gonna put that in this proper spot in my wallet. And yeah, hopefully it never happens again. But knowing me, it probably will. It probably will. So guys, I went online and checked what time my mom's flight was supposed to come in, and it's delayed by like half an hour, but that still gives me tons of time. It's only 2. It says it's gonna be here about 3:50, so I have almost like 2 hours. So I think I'm gonna go out and do some stuff, and then if it's time to go get her, I'll go get her. If not, then I'll just come back and do stuff. Update on the vlog. I'm just looking at it right now. It is at update. We are at 60%, so that's 10% in like less than an hour. So that's pretty good. So should take like 4 more hours, which means it won't be up at 3. But as soon as it's done uploading, I will hit publish, and I will come back on and give you an update on that. And that is all she wrote for now. I was kind of doing some last minute touch-ups because, you know, my mom likes it when she comes home to a clean house for some reason. I don't know. So I'll let you guys know what's happening when, you know, things start happening again. See you in a bit, guys. Alright guys, so I'm about to head out and go get my mom from the airport. Her flight was early. It was actually the time that I said it was supposed to get here, but on the website it said it was delayed and it was going to be here in like half an hour, so I was like, okay, so I have time, but now I'm like rushing and like I didn't finish cleaning because I thought I had more time, but that's alright, so I'm going to go get it now. Yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Hey guys, so just a little update. So, much of the day has passed now. I went to the airport and picked up my mom. Took a while because I didn't have a phone to call her. And yeah, so then we went to go find out if we could get my phone replaced, and there, I don't have it with me, I'll show it to you guys later, but there's this little minuscule that looks like a scratch that you can only see if you tilt it on like a weird angle. But it's a crack in the screen apparently, and I don't know how that happened, but it happened, so I can't get my phone fixed under the warranty. So now I don't have a phone, and I can't get it fixed. I can get it fixed through the company, but that's gonna be like the same price as buying the phone. And I can't get it fixed from like a third-party company because it's a brand new phone and they don't have the parts to fix it. So I have no phone for the time being, and yeah. So now I'm just heading to rehearsal for The Little Mermaid, and that's kind of what's going on now. I don't know, it's just, I don't know what else to do. So I'm gonna go get a burrito because I am starving, and then I'm gonna head up to rehearsal, and then maybe I'll introduce you to some of my Little Mermaid friends. I'll catch you in a bit, guys. Man, it's been a little bit of a rough day, but had to come on, just chat, and how thankful I am for, you know, people actually decide to watch my video. It means a lot. And you know, I actually have 4 subscribers. That's not terrible. Yeah, so thanks for, you know, watching and sticking around. So yeah, today was a hectic day. Like I said, the whole phone thing that's happening. And, yeah, so it's just not a good way to start vlogs, but, you know. But, yeah. So, because this vlog was a little short, because I didn't really film much today, just because, like, today was a mess, I'm just going to add in, I remember I said yesterday I was going to talk about my life, and then I didn't put it in because my video somehow ended up being 42 minutes long. I guess I'm so vain, and I talk about myself forever. So, I'll put it into this one right at the end, just because I have nothing else to put. Hey guys, so it's come that part of the day where I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, because you don't know anything about me, and you're thinking, why am I watching this weird guy on YouTube? I don't know, because, I don't know, why not? So, it's a little later than I thought I'd start recording. It's 11, so I'm going to hopefully be done editing by midnight, hopefully. That's pretty ambitious, but we'll see. And then I'll upload it tomorrow, and I hope to upload it by like 3 o'clock, hopefully. Fingers crossed. And yeah, so here we go. So, I was born on October 1st, 1997. I believe it was a Wednesday. I don't know. It was some day in the week, obviously. Ladoy. And I was born to my mother, Annette, and my father, Adrian. Why I wasn't named something with an A, I don't know. But I was named Jawan, because apparently my parents hated me. So I was born in Newmarket, Ontario, which is a very small, I don't know if they're a city or a town. So, someone let me know. Newmarket, Ontario, because where I grew up in Keswick, Ontario, they don't have a hospital because they barely even have traffic lights in Keswick, Ontario. Just kidding. Keswick's more advanced than that. But yeah, I grew up in the very small town of Keswick, Ontario. And yeah, that was an experience, I'd say. Growing up, my parents split up. So my parents split up when I was a kid. And so I didn't really know my dad, really. Like, I saw him occasionally, but, like, he was just kind of, like, he's my dad kind of thing.
Um, and yeah, so I just lived with my mom, and the first memory I have of living in a place was in this apartment building. It was kind of weird. I remember I have very few memories. You'll learn that by all the things I tell you about myself. But one of my very few memories is I was riding my tricycle on down this little hill that we had at the apartment building, and these two older kids were on their big kid bikes with no training wheels, and I was like, oh, I can do that too. So I went down on my bike with training wheels, and I ate it. I ate it, and I had this like giant bump on my head. And, like, I was crying the whole way to the hospital, but then when I got to the hospital, apparently I was running around and laughing like nothing was wrong. So, apparently I'm psychotic. Who would have thunk it? So that's my one memory from that house. And then we moved with the Johnsons. We moved in their basement, the basement of their house. So we moved in with Joan and Bill Johnson, and that was where I spent most of my life in Keswick, because now I live in Mississauga. But yeah, that was where I spent most of my time. I went to Lakeside Public School, and that was an interesting time in my life. Keswick is better now for multiculturalism, but, you know, back when I lived in Keswick, it was very white. It was very white, and there weren't any other black kids, and, like, you know, it was a confusing time because I was like one of, if not, I think I was the only black in like the entire school, and you know, it's weird. It's a weird experience growing up like that. But I mean, I got through it. So I didn't really have very many friends in school. I don't have very many friends now, but that's fine. I have myself. And that's all you need. But when I was in grade 1, I met this kid. He was in grade 2. It was a grade 1-2 split class, because that's what we do in Keswick. And his name was Dustin. And coincidentally, he actually lived 2 houses down from me, which is really nice, because then we could see each other all the time. And he was my best friend growing up. Like, I didn't really have, outside of him, I didn't really have friends. And he, you know, made things a lot better for me. So he lived with his parents, Heather and Dwayne, who I love. They were like my parents. Like, I loved spending time at their house. And then Dustin had 2 younger brothers, Drake and Trenton. Drake was 1 year younger than me, and Trenton was like a baby. He's old now. Like, God, we are all old. Oh, age. So yeah, we were friends throughout elementary school, but like I said, I moved to Mississauga at the end of grade 5. But by grade 5, we had kind of like, you know, slowly started drifting apart because he started to have other friends, and I didn't really have other friends. And then eventually, when like I noticed that he was kind of drifting off, I became friends with his younger brother Drake, which wasn't like super weird because he was only 1 year younger than me. But I don't know, it was just weird at first. And then when Drake wasn't available, like, I got so like lonely and desperate that I'd like call their house and be like, "Hey, is Dustin there? Nope. Is Drake there? Nope. Is Trenton there? Yeah." It was weird. That was like later on. So like Trenton was oldish, like old enough that it wasn't like too weird that I was hanging out with him. Still a little weird, but. So yeah, I had like a couple other friends in elementary school, but not a lot, really. But that was fine with me. Like, I was content with being friends with just Dustin. And like, honestly, like, his parents were so cool, and it just made me feel like I was like part of their family. And like, I met his grandparents, and it was a really good time. Like, I always had fun times. Sleepovers were great. And yeah. I was like rarely at home. But when I wasn't, that's the thing. People ask you, like, what was your childhood like? And I say, I don't know, because I don't really remember much about my childhood. I remember some things, but not a lot, honestly. So that kind of sucks. But yeah. And so because I'm drowning on, that is where we're going to cut it off for today. So I've told you all about my Keswick life and that I moved to Mississauga in grade 5. And next time I'll tell you a little bit about my family. My insane family. I tell you, they're a special bunch, they are.
Yeah, because I'm gonna edit and go to sleep, and it's 10 o'clock, so hopefully I can be done editing by midnight. I could get some actual decent sleep tonight. All right, so wow. So here comes that time of the day again. Time for the outro. So guys, that brings it into another day of vlogging. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And it's been you. It's been me. It's been fun. I'll see you tomorrow.